Here at SeaWorld, I'd like to take this moment to show our support to the men and women of our armed forces. We proudly welcome you and your families and ask at this time any past or present members of the United States Armed Forces and any of our allies from around the world to please rise. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in honoring these men, women, and their families. We thank you for your service.
My name is Kylan, and on behalf of the entire killer whale training team, I'd like to welcome you to Orca Stadium. I've been an animal trainer for 5 years, and I can tell you that being an animal trainer is not just a job. It's more of a way of life. We have dedicated our professional and personal lives to the care of these amazing animals. It's a huge responsibility, but the ultimate privilege to be able to care for, teach, learn from, and build strong relationships with these killer whales. We're excited to share with you what we've learned from those relationships today and for many years to come. Ladies and gentlemen, please enjoy Orca Encounter!
Killer whale family showing off their size, speed.
See how much you weigh. It's much the same with our whales.
Throughout today's experience, you'll see the whales moving together, in unison. These synchronized behaviors help strengthen social bonds and allow them to problem solve as a group. This is just one of the reasons why they're known as the ocean's top predator. Their scientific name is Orca, Their common name is killer whale, and all 5 of our whales have their own personal names. We have Takara, Sakari, Kamea, and joining us right here are Cayuget and Tuar. Kamea is our youngest whale at 8 years old. Her mother Takara is our oldest whale at 30 years old. Takara is also the matriarch of our pod, which means she's the leader. These whales trust us, and they play an active role in their own health and well-being. Through the use of positive reinforcement training techniques, we're able to teach them husbandry, or healthcare behaviors. Joining us at the slide outs today are trainers Caitlin and Kylan to help demonstrate some of these behaviors.
Thanks, Brooke. I'm hanging out over here with 22-year-old Tuar, and he's demonstrating one of the first husbandry behaviors that we teach the whales. It's called a foot present. And this position not only does it give us a great look at his entire body, but it also allows us easy access to the shallow veins on the underside of his tail flukes. In this position, it allows our veterinarians to take a blood sample at least once a month, and the whales are conditioned to remain calm throughout the entire procedure. Now, during today's presentation, you may see the trainers giving the whales back rubs or tail massages, and this is just one of the many ways that we can build our relationship with the killer whales.
That's right, Caitlin. I'm on the other side of the pool with our largest killer whale, Cayuget, and he's going to help me demonstrate another very important diagnostic that we get here at SeaWorld, which is being able to get each of our animals' weights. We actually ask our whales to slide up onto a whale-sized scale, just like Cayuget is demonstrating right now, once a week. Now you may notice that a large portion of Cayuget's body, from his dorsal fin all the way down to his tail flukes, is still in the water. This area is called the peduncle, and it's a series of very large and powerful muscles that can weigh several hundred pounds. So in order for us to get an accurate weight on our whales, we simply ask them to lift their tails up. And in this position is how I know that as of this past Tuesday, Cayuget is weighing in at over 9,500 pounds. Now it's important for us to get each of our animals' weights because we need to make sure our younger whales like Sakari and Kamea are growing at a proper rate, and our older whales like Cayuget are maintaining a healthy weight. All of these husbandry behaviors ensure us that the whales are healthy and thriving.
And the care isn't just physical. Mental stimulation and play are vital, and we surprise and engage with our whales at every opportunity. Play is how killer whales teach their young to hunt. And for the adults, play is important too. It seems that they just enjoy having fun. Making time for play is an important part of life for killer whales, and for us.
Observational learning and mimicry play a critical role in the life of a killer whale. From the moment they are born, they learn necessary life skills by watching and playing follow the leader with their mother and other members of the pod. Here at SeaWorld, they can play follow the leader with us by mimicking our movements. So let's play a quick game of follow the leader today with all of you. We'll start off with everybody on my left-hand side. Raise your hand high in the air and give Tuar a great big wave. Check it out. He's paying very close attention to you and waving right back at you. Killer whales have great eyesight both above and below the water. We see our whales spy hopping or even jumping completely out of the water to get a better view of their surrounding. Let's see if Tuar can demonstrate this for us today with a behavior called a sighting bow. So everybody on my left, point your left hand straight at the ground and then throw it over your right shoulder. Great signal, everybody. Tuar is now diving down to the bottom of this 40-foot deep habitat, and you'll want to turn your attention towards the center of the pool because he will lift his body up and out of the water. That was incredible! Killer whales can communicate in a variety of different ways, and using vocalizations is just one of them. Let's head over to the other side of this habitat to see if Cayuget can help us demonstrate one of these vocalizations. So everybody on my right, take both of your pointer fingers and then sway them back and forth like you are conducting an orchestra. How beautiful, Cayuget! Did you know scientists believe when a whale leaps out of the water, it may be a way of communicating to make their presence known? You see, sound waves travel 4.5 times faster in the water than they do in the air. When a whale leaps out of the water and crashes back down on the surface, that is called a breach, and the sound can be heard for miles around. Everybody on my right, we're gonna ask Cayuga to demonstrate a breach for us today. So point both of your hands at the ground and then throw them over your left shoulder. And there he goes. He's going to use those powerful peduncle muscles to gain speed and momentum through the water. And he's going to use his pectoral flippers to steer and navigate. And turn your attention towards the glass because here is Cayuga. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your help. Go ahead and give yourselves a round of applause. As you can see, killer whales can communicate by leaping out of the water and making a huge splash. SeaWorld's research and observation of killer whales in our care has shed light on the many mysteries about these amazing animals. For example, we know that the gestation period of a pregnant killer whale is 17 months. That's information impossible to obtain out in the wild. However, some information can only be gained through field observation. This is why SeaWorld works with our partners, like the Norwegian Orca survey, to further our knowledge. Killer whales are remarkable, powerful animals, and perhaps the best expression of that power is when they hunt. Killer whales are spectacular athletes. They can eat several hundred pounds of food. joining us today. These animals have inspired you and deepened your appreciation for killer whales, just as they have for all of us. We will continue to learn from these amazing animals and hope that you do too. Thank you for being with us, and we hope you have a fantastic day here at SeaWorld San Antonio.
Follow SeaWorld on Facebook and Instagram to keep track of our latest rescues and find out more about the animals in our care. Thanks again, everyone. We hope you enjoy the rest of your day at SeaWorld.